Hey everybody, welcome to Nation. My name is Jersey, and you are here. You are here, WCR Nation, the podcast for window cleaners, the awesomeness that is WCR Nation. Thanks for hanging out. If this is your first time being here, what's up? My name is Jersey. I appreciate you stopping by and taking a peek, taking a listen. If you like what you hear, please do go back and watch or listen to any of the other episodes. I very much appreciate it. Tell me what you like, tell me what you don't like, and I will be sure to try to hone it in for you. But if you are part of the nation, what is up? You're a repeat viewer or listener. What is up? Really appreciate you guys and gals coming back every week to listen to me ramble. I very much appreciate that, and it's because of you that I can do this. So what is up? Thanks for showing up. My name, like I said, is Jersey, and I am a sales rep for Window Cleaning Resource. So if there's anything that I can do for you, please make my day. Give me a call, shoot me a text, 862-312-2026. Order up supplies. I very much appreciate that too, man. That's what I do. That's why I'm here, so please do let me know. Or if you just want to say, what's up? Awesome podcast. Listen to it. Thanks a lot. Here's a suggestion. Shoot me a suggestion via text. Or email me, josh@windowcleaningresource.com. And I don't have a sticker in front of me, but if you want one of the WCR Nation stickers, and you do want one, it shows that you're part of the nation. Plus, all of our giveaways are going to be going through that sticker very, very shortly. Please do email me your address, and I will get one right out to you. If you're listening to this and you've already sent it to me, shoot me another email because my list disappeared. And unfortunately, I deleted a lot of the names. So if you didn't get your sticker yet, shoot me your info again, and I will get you out one. And I apologize for the delay, but I will do that right away. So definitely, thank you very much either way if you sent your info in. Our shoutouts this week are Mo, the window cleaner, the man, the myth, the legend. I'm pretty sure Luke stole his name from Mo, the window cleaner. That's how big of a deal Mo, the window cleaner is. What's up, man? Good to hear from you again. Also, Bright and Fresh. Christian, what's up, man? You are awesome. He sent me over a bunch of ideas for shows and podcasts in the future. So you are the man. That's Bright and Fresh. Thank you. And of course, Greg Hiller. What is up, man? What is up? Also, I do want to give a big shout out to Luke, the window cleaner. If you haven't had a chance to check out his channel, check it out. It is amazing. He does the sickest edits. Also, Tradman, another huge watcher of the show. I very much appreciate it. And I love talking to him, Tradman and Trad Girl. So make sure to subscribe to them and watch their videos because they're also amazing. Amazeballs. Is that a thing? That's what the kids are saying? I don't know. I'm old. I don't know what the kids are saying. But I can tell you that I am old, but I'm not a dinosaur. And that's what we're talking about today, is a new tool that you may have heard of before. This is the debate of the century: water-fed versus traditional. This is a Tradman suggestion, and I'm going to do, this is going to come up a bunch of times, I just know it. Tradman, we're going to be doing a video together, me and you, and we're going to talk more about this subject, but I did want to touch on it because out of all of the years I've been doing this kind of thing, every single time that I bring up pure water and how I think it's awesome, somebody tells me how I just called them stupid or whatever. Listen, I don't care. I don't care that you didn't understand the question or the answer or what I said, but we are going to be talking about it today. Waterfed versus traditional. Now listen, I'm going to start off by saying I could give two dumps if you are using waterfed or not. I could care less. It's just a tool. It's the most amazing tool to ever come about in the window cleaning world ever since the squeegee. But if you're not using it, fine. Keep not using it. I personally don't care. If you do want to use it, give me a call. I'm going to set you up with an awesome system. But besides the sales spiel of this is not a salesy thing. I truly is not. Do your research on the gear that's out there. But it is a huge hot topic for the following reasons, basically. It is something that some people don't have, but yet are still window cleaners. Absolutely, man. If you're using traditional equipment and you're not using the Mormon accelerator or a wagtail, which is a different type of squeegee, no one's going to bust your balls on that. No one's going to tell you that, oh, if you're not using the wagtail, man, you're stupid. Likewise, none of you traditional guys are going to tell me on one of my videos about how I love the wagtail. Oh yeah, real window cleaners, we don't use the wagtail. We just use the regular squeegees. And I don't know what kind of accent that was. It wasn't a specific accent. But every time we post a video, something about Waterfed or awesome pictures of Waterfed, or Luke even posts pictures of Waterfed, but people freak out. And there's no need to freak out and tell me there's no need to hate on the Waterfed pole. There's no need. The Waterfed pole is a great tool. And I want to talk a little bit about it. If you know about water feeding, I'm going to just touch on the basics of water feeding. Listen or not, fast forward, that's cool. But here's what it is. You basically take a filtration system, either a DI only, which is deionized resin, or an RODI, reverse osmosis membrane, before a deionized resin finisher. And what that system does is purify the water down to pure water, which is 0 TDS, or anywhere between 0 and 10 TDS, which there's meters that tell you what that is. Once it's pure, it's then pushed up the hose to a pole, the Waterfed pole, and comes out the brush, the Waterfed brush. And it comes out the middle of the brush. You use that water in conjunction with the brush and the scrubbing to loosen the dirt. The dirt becomes part of the water, and then you rinse it off with pure water. That's it. That's pure water. You just learned. Have a great week, guys. Have a great week. No, but you did just learn pure water. It is literally that simple. Now, how it works is a little bit more complicated, and the different tools that are out there is a little bit more complicated. There's different quality or makeups or composites of poles. Okay, you can go aluminum, hybrid, glass fiber, carbon fiber, and high mod. Those are kind of the main versions. All my poles personally are carbon fiber. If you're wondering about poles, yes, the other ones work, but they're floppy. I'm not a huge fan of them. The weight is an issue. All my poles are carbon fiber. All of them except I have one that I beta tested for window cleaning resource that is not. Everything else is carbon fiber because it's the best, in my opinion. Now, there's different brushes. There's different hoses. There's different jets. There's different poles. There's different brands. There's different systems. There's a bunch of stuff, and people lose sight of the basicness of it, right? If you're going to go buy a car, there's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of choices of cars out there. Cars and trucks and vans and SUVs and crossovers and hybrids and all of those, plus all of the brands, plus all of the base packages, hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of combinations of vehicles. But if you go and buy a car, it doesn't confuse you, right? You know you're not buying a Lamborghini. If you are, hit me up. We could be friends, right? But if you are going out and buying a car, it's not throwing you off. Water-fed stuff throws people off. When they start looking into it, they freak out and get a little bit overwhelmed, and that's why we're here. Not salesy. That's why specialists are here. Talk on the forums, find out what other people are using. With all that being set aside, the Waterfed pole is a tool. Even you Waterfed, die-hard Waterfed guys and gals, it's a tool. You can't use a Waterfed on the inside unless you're in a pool house or something else where you can get water, but most of the time you can't use it on the inside. You really shouldn't use it always on painted wooden frames because sometimes you can pull deposits out of the wood, right? Everybody's had those jobs where you're pulling deposits out. And if you have a storefront with 3 ground level windows, you're not going to pull that out. If you want to know more about route, listen to last week's podcast, all on route, by the way. But it is a tool. It's just like a pole or a pivot handle or a Sorbo versus standard, right? There's wide bodies and standard channels, and then there's clipless and clip channels. There's all these different versions of tools. That's what Waterfed is. It's a tool. Now, Waterfed is the most expensive tool that we use. And I feel like That is the reason why most people hate on it so much, is because they don't have it, it's out of budget, or they just can't wrap their mind around spending that much money, so they hate on it and somehow say it's fake, and that's, if you are using Waterfed, then you're some kind of half window cleaner because you can't clean windows. Well, the truth of the matter is I'm a better window cleaner when I use Waterfed than when I use traditional. Guys are too. As long as you know how to use equipment, there's no chance for streaks. There's no chance for smears. There's no chance for drips if you do it right, again, cleaning the frames. And you clean the frames. You don't clean the frames. You may wipe them down with traditional, but you don't scrub them and rinse them like you do in Waterfed. So you get a better clean. Here's where all the emails and whatever come in. Comment, tell me. Put it down below. Tell me what I am talking about. And if you're watching this on YouTube, please comment down below. Let me know. But it does a more thorough job than traditional. Fact of the matter is, with everything else taken out, I don't leave streaks, I don't leave smears, I don't get drips. Perfect. You don't clean the frames. I don't clean the frames. Right, you don't. So with Waterfed pole, you do clean the frames. So you're just going to be a little bit more cleaner. The benefit to Waterfed on top of all that is speed and safety. Those are the big benefits to the system. Now, if you are a traditional guy, awesome, more power to you. Like I said, I could give two dumps if you're using it or not. I don't care if you're using the wagtail or not, or the Mormon accelerator. I don't care, because it's not me, it's you. You can't do anything wrong because it's your business. Fact, right? But the traditional guys, you are going to be pulling out a ladder, climbing the ladder, doing the window, climbing back down the ladder, moving the ladder. Now, the most dangerous piece of equipment in our industry by far, over high-rise and razors and everything else we do, is the ladder. The ladder is an extremely dangerous tool. I know we're all macho, and you ladies out there, you're tough, right? Safety. Well, you get older and eventually you realize safety doesn't necessarily mean like the nerdy, you wear a helmet, huh? No, but what's happening is safety's smart, man. I'm not going to hurt myself for $1 so that I could be out for 6 weeks or worse. Or, what up, Diego Garcia, right? Have a Diego issue, Dude was in a coma for almost 2 months because of a fall. That's just, it's just absolutely not worth having. Now, again, still more expensive than a ladder. Let's take into account the safety side of things. On top of the safety, let's figure out the speed. With a Waterfed pole, you will be faster than without. Now, again, guys and gals out there go, yeah, right, I can run around circles around you. Well, let me try that again. I can run circles around you. Yeah, that's the phrase. Haven't had my coffee this morning. And that's true. You probably are really, really fast. And you probably are faster than when you used Waterfed, or you went around somebody who used Waterfed in the beginning. But I can tell you, just like how it took you time to get fast at a traditional window cleaning, it's going to take you a little bit of time to get fast and proficient at Waterfed. Fact. Right? But I'm telling you right now, if we did a building, 2-story, 3-story, whatever you want to do, and I'm using Waterfed, and you're not using Waterfed, I will run circles around you. Telling you, I will run circles around you, and anybody who's done Waterfed for quite a while will. Why? Because that time it takes you to pull the ladder off the truck, to set it up, to clean the window, to climb back down, to move the ladder, to set it up, position it, to try to get through a bush, to try to get around an air conditioner unit or AC or a generator or any of that other stuff. I'm already on the other side of the house. Yes, there's setup. It takes me a couple minutes to set the thing up. All I have to do is run a hose. And then I have to plug another hose in and run a second hose. That's it. And I go like this. And I open up a pole. And I'm set up. So for you people who say, it takes too much time. If you're doing a small house, single story, blah, 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 sure. It's going to take me 20 minutes to do the whole windows, regardless if I use the pole or if I use a traditional method because of the setup. I'm not going to go through all the hassle of setting up a water-fed pole. I'm just going to do it traditional on a small house. But on a larger house where I'm getting on a ladder, where I have to get over a dormer or above a ground well or anything, I'm going to clean with a water-fed pole. And all my guys are. It goes out every truck every single week, every single day of the week. Always. And they have the option to use it. Now, you, with yourself, you're on the fence. You're on the fence with pure water. I get it. But it will be faster when you get to be efficient with it, which takes less time than it did to figure out how to fan properly. You're going to be faster. You're going to be safer. It's all going to be from the ground. And I'm telling you, we've talked about it before on this show, that there is a difference between a hard dollar and an easy dollar. There's a huge difference. And a water-fed pole is an easier dollar. Now, the system costs more money, right? It does cost more money. You can't use it on the winter. You can't use it on the inside. It is a tool. Let's break down costs. Now, a number I'm pulling out of my butt is about 90% of the country, probably about that, can only use an RODI more efficiently than DI. Now, if you are in a soft water area, 99 or less, TDS, let us know. We could look it up for you, or go to the TDS on windowcleaner.com, or even Zero Water, I believe, is another one we used to use back when. Pull it up, pull your numbers, do 2 different zip codes just so you know the different areas, because it will change between houses. You may be on a well, you may get crappy water. One place right across the street's got great water. But if you are under 99, it's what's considered a soft water area, and you can use a DI tank. Now, you can get a DI setup, the tank and the pole, for like $400, give or take, about $400. You could be in business. You could be in business. $400. That's not terrible. But now when you get into RODI systems, the starting system is, you could look at the Easy Pure, which is a proprietary system. So filters, cost of that is a little bit more than the other systems, but it's a G. $1,000 out the door for just a system. Add a pole to it, depending on how high. Lowest price poles like $200. You're looking at $1,200 to get into that. Now, you can get into what I more suggest for a RODI systems, like the Zero Pure, the Tucker RODI. Those are kind of clones of each other. Very, very similar in price. They're about $5 difference price-wise, and they're at $18.95. Now, sometimes one comes with a pole. They ship free sometimes, depending on the brand, all that good stuff. But everything beside, the system alone, an RODI system with non-proprietary filters, is going to cost you about $18.95. Now, when you got into business, you probably spent $50 to buy a squeegee, a scrubber, and a strip washer, right? Or if you're a bucket bob out there anyway, you're going to Home Depot buying $5, $10 scrubbers and squeegees, and you're probably in it for a lot less than that. So the price is a little harder to swallow. But I'm telling you, I would not be a window cleaner without pure water. 100% fact. And anybody you talk to that's done pure water, not, oh, I borrowed some guy's system, it sucked, I'd never use it again, right? You don't know what the TDS was, you didn't check it, you didn't know if the resin's old, you didn't know what the pole was, the brush could be old and abused, right? But if you've bought in a pure water system, no one that I've ever met or talked to has ever decided that they didn't like pure water after using it. No one. Because it just doesn't happen. But, again, you don't have to hate on the pure water guys if you're a traditional only guy, because you should also give 2 dumps if they're using pure water. And no, you're not doing it wrong if you're not using pure water. If you are using pure water, you're not doing it right or wrong. In my opinion, you're doing it right. Because I love pure water. But again, your business, you can't do anything wrong because it's your business. You're always right, right? Now, if you have a pure water system out there, there's a few also different ways you can do on-demand systems, or you can do delivery system. An on-demand system is that what I just talked about, a filter setup that plugs into the house or building. You run a hose out to the machine, and then it comes through, cycles through the machine and the different filters depending on what system you have, and then out to the pole. There's also another one called a delivery system, or a trolley if you are, UK. They call them trolleys, and that's a system that will hold water. There's a delivery system that is straight delivery, and then there's something like the Fill and Go, which is one of my also favorite systems. It's just so well designed. But again, price-wise, now you're talking about $4,900 as the base single run user for that. That is a tank that the system is built onto. Same thing, you run a hose from the house or business to this system that's mounted on a tank. It purifies the system and puts that water into the tank and draws it out of the tank to use. So on demand, or you can fill it up, keep that 50 gallons in there, run to a job that you only need 50 gallons. You already got the pure water made and in the tank. You can pump it out. Now you're getting around having water issues, which is awesome. But again, you're going to jump up a little bit in price from, say, $1,900 to $4,900. So big difference for it, but super, super convenient. That is utilizing multiple pumps also. So you have a booster pump for in, so you speed the water up, so you can fill nice and fast. And then there's a dedicated pump to pump out. You can get a 2-user system for that same setup that runs 2 individual pumps with remote shutoffs. Yeah, you got a remote to turn the water on and off. Not like a valve, but like an actual wireless remote. It's next level stuff. But each of those systems, if you're running a dual user, say Fill and Go again, I like the Fill and Go, that's why I'm talking about it. But you can run 2 different poles. They're running off 2 different pumps. So when one guy's on, off, using it, not using it, doesn't matter because the other pump is dedicated for that single user. You're not getting that transfer of pressure or loss of pressure or anything. Dedicated pumps. It's just a really, really awesome system. But again, it's a little bit more expensive. Now, if you're looking at a standalone system, now the Cadillac standalone system, in my opinion, is the electric hydro cart. Yes, IPC Eagle makes a cart and the pump is incredible. And I personally run 3 poles off of that one system. That's how much pressure there is. That's amazing. A typical system, the $1,900 systems we were talking about, run 1 pole. Unless you get into boosters and things like that, but it will run 1 pole at a time. The HydroCart Electric runs 3. So what we do is on 3-story buildings, we do a lot of, oh boy. They're like the places where the nuns stay. Anyway, monastery. Anyway, it's a 3-story building, and it's this giant complex of fingers. And we'll have one person on third, one person comes behind them on second, staggered so they drip, and then the next person's on first. The first guy's going to go way quicker than the rest of them, so he's the one moving all the system, moving things around. We can knock that giant complex out in a day. In a day. If you were to do that traditional, it would take you 3 days. 3 days at least. It's that, that in depth. And I have another one to get all you haters out there for the Waterfed. I have another project that I did. It is a 4-story building, and it is running safety rails, which suck, but it is also a multiple-sided condo. There's a drop in the back for an underground parking garage and a bunch of other stuff. And we boomed this project for probably 5 years worth of biannual cleanings. We boomed this thing, boomed this thing, boomed this thing. And I gave that project to our operations officer at the time. I said, yeah, here's the project. Let's get everything figured out. What are we going to do? And he said, we're going to water feed it. I said, no, come on. There's rails, man. He says, we're going to water feed it. We're going to try it. If anything, we're going to save $500 on a lift. Okay, fine. Well, in this project, we would run 3 or 4 guys on this project at any one time. And when we were booming, we would even do sometimes 5, but we'll say 4 on the high end. When we changed to water feeding this project, without exaggeration, we saved 3 hours on the project. Total time. That's 12 man hours. Did you hear that? 12 man hours. 12 man hours. And the $500 lift cost. And we got it done without having to hustle and have a stupid long day. where I'm upsetting my employees. It was a nice day. We were casual. We got everything done. It looked amazing. And the frames were done even better because it was on the lake property, where Lake Michigan, lots of, bugs like water, spiders like bugs, light windows, spiders, right? So we got all the spider webs. We got compliments. The first time we were done, we had 3 different tenants from the building and the property manager call us and compliment it. It was that huge. 12 man hours. Think of your budget. Think of what you're paying per man hour. And if you guys are a one-man show, it's a lot. It's almost double as far as, I wouldn't say double. I bet you it's probably a good 30, with everything, 40%. A 40% increase on what you pay. So if you pay somebody $10 an hour, think of it as 14. But now think of 4 guys running at whatever hourly, and my guys weren't quite at that dollar amount, making into 12 hours of that savings. That's huge. That is huge. That made the job worth it, made buying the system worth it, and we switched over. We haven't done lift work in quite a long time, other than we have, anyway, it doesn't matter. A couple of projects that we do still use a lift on, only because we'll water feed from a lift, but because it is an elevated awning and roof setup that we don't want to get onto the roof, so it just saves time. Anyway, because of Waterfed. So you traditional guys out there that tell me Waterfed's bad or whatever, to chill out. Chill out. It's a tool. If you don't like it, don't care. Don't read it. Who cares? It doesn't make you a better window cleaner to not use it. It just doesn't. It's the same thing. If you are out there saying that pure water doesn't work, that it's a fad, that it didn't work for you, that something's wrong with your machine, you're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong. It's science, man. You can't argue with science. It will always work all the time. Now, just like fanning, if you fan the wrong way, you're leaving streaks. You don't call in and go, oh man, this rubber's broken. I left a streak, No, you don't do that. You go, oh, it's a technique thing. Same thing with pure water. Anybody who says that it didn't work for them it's just a simple technique issue. It can be corrected within minutes. And within an hour, you can have a brand new person who's never cleaned a window. Within 1 hour becoming a window cleaner, you can have them proficient making the projected hourly, or at least close to production rate at that point in 1 hour. You can't do that with a regular window cleaning. You just can't. It's the same thing of those guys that are out there that don't want to buy a pressure washer because the screw-on thing that does house washes from Home Depot does just as good. No, you're just too cheap to buy the system, which I get. If you have a budget issue at the time, don't get the system. But don't say that that's a better option because you don't have the system. That was a passionate episode of WCR Nation because I'm tired of getting yelled at for saying pure water is awesome. It is. It's awesome. If you don't use it, fine. I don't care, man. I don't care if you're a vegan or if you eat meat or if you hunt or you don't hunt or if you're left or right wing, Democrat, Republican. I don't care. I don't care if you voted for Bush. I don't. And I don't care if you use Waterfed pole, but I do suggest you try it because it is that amazing. And people always say with pure water, are you being pushy? Are you being pushy? Here's the thing. If my kid or your kid was walking into the street and there was a car coming, I would do everything in my power to push the kid out of the way, to grab him, pull him, just save him, because I knew with 100% certainty that was the best decision. It's the same thing with pure water. Am I being pushy? I try not to be. I really do. But I believe so much in pure water, and everybody who does use it believes in it so much that they're a little bit more pushy than traditional guys. And that's wise, because we just know it works so stinking well. But either way, that's my preach for the day. I really do appreciate you coming, hanging out, spending some time with me, listening to me ramble, and commenting down below. Even better, anywhere you're seeing this video, comment down below. If you're listening to via podcast, what up? Hopefully you're making money while you listen to it. This is going to be available via iTunes, SoundCloud, Google Play, Facebook, YouTube, the whole gambit. Comment. Most importantly, share. If you share, I will love you forever because that's how awesome it is. Comment down below. Shoot me a text. My number is 862-312-2026. Shoot me a text. Let me know you hated it, love it, that I should just go hide under a rock because I love pure water. Let me know on that. And even better, shoot me your address via email, josh@windowcleaningresource.com. Longest email ever. Shoot me an email with your address. I'll get you off a sticker. I'm telling you, you're going to want to have a sticker because you're going to be winning some cool swag having a sticker. Get the sticker, put it somewhere, take a picture, post the picture. You're awesome. High five. Most importantly, go out there, be epic, and thanks for being part of the nation.